What is that? I make funny faces.
You're gonna make funny faces? Okay, we're gonna wait a couple minutes for people to hop on, okay? You can go ahead and keep eating.
Oh.
Hey, Lainey.
Hey, Wayne.
We're gonna give it about 5 minutes, book, and then you want to tell Madison what we're having for dinner?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jason Thomas is on here. That's an old student of Daddy's. Do you want to tell Madison what we're having for dinner?
Yeah.
What are we having for dinner?
Waffles and spinach straws and carrots and pouch.
And pouch. Yeah. Waffle. You wanted peanut butter waffles tonight. All right, we'll give it about 4 minutes, and then we will talk about stuff, guys.
Why?
Why? Because the world is crazy. It's very silly.
What's that funny face?
What do you see? Oh, that the student put in there? That Mackenzie put in there? Yeah, she put a funny face in there, didn't she?
Why?
Because she's silly.
It's covering you.
You're going to cover me up? I think you're a silly goose. Are you done with your pouch?
Yes. No,
Maddie's having, Madison's having grilled ham and cheese with French fries. Does that sound good? You want the rest of this pouch? Do you want last bite? All right. Okay, guys. We'll give them about 3-4 more minutes, and then we'll talk about stuff.
What's that? What?
Hey, Booker, are you a goose?
No.
No. Say excuse me for burping. Say excuse me. Excuse you. Hi, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
No, not our Cheyenne. You're thinking no, not Shy. That's Daddy's student. Eat the straw, you goober. Chew with your mouth. All right, 3 minutes. Well, what are you doing?
I'm playing with my jaw.
Yeah. So we'll give it about 2 more minutes, guys, and then we'll talk about stuff.
Bear.
Also, during during the time, if you have any questions, this would be a good time to ask them, because I'm going to be here. Because I'm going to be here, and I can answer some questions. No more. Okay. What do you think? I don't think I'm cool enough to live stream? Jerks. So let's here in about a minute, we'll talk about some stuff. Again, please feel free to post questions. we're going to need time to process things. If you have not seen the news from Beech Grove, I will give you the synopsis of that as well. Okay, and we will discuss. Don't lick the peanut butter off the waffle. Just eat the waffle, you goober. Oh, God, just eat the waffle. Is the peanut butter that good? Oh my gosh. Are you gonna pick that up? All right. So I think we've given enough time to deal with stuff. Okay. So again, if you're not watching this live, it's okay. Okay, life will go on. You can access this at any time. Okay. So, hey, Book, do you want to eat your food over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to watch some Daniel Tiger?
I don't want my food right now.
You want your food right now?
No, not right now.
Oh, not right now? Okay. Do you want to watch Daniel Tiger? Or I talk to my students?
I want you
Okay.
to eat this.
I'll take care of it. Okay.
Look at this. That's a mess.
I know you made a mess.
I hate this.
All right, guys. 1 second. Dadding. Be right back. Okay. Daniel Tiger? Yes, maybe? Okay. We need a Daniel Tiger germ episode.
Germ episode?
Yes, we need one about germs. That would be really helpful right now.
I want germs.
Yeah, I don't like germs either.
I don't like germs either.
I know. They're no fun. Okay, here we go. You ready?
I like,
Okay. That one?
no.
What about this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this one.
All right, let's do it. It's okay.
I got a sweet one.
Okay, so let's talk through stuff. Okay. Oh my God, Aaron, stop. Okay. Let's break down first of all what the news from Beech Grove was. Once we do that, then we can talk about kind of our plans for our class, as well as kind of the structure of the school day and other stuff. So, okay. First of all, you need to understand that Beech Grove is closed tomorrow. Okay, all the buildings are closed. Like they're not allowing staff back on campus. All that. So all of Marion County schools are 100% closed. IPS, Wayne, all of them. Okay. So with that being said, please don't show up tomorrow. Okay. You get the day off. Now, my understanding, at least based off of the messages that have come out from Beech Grove, and I'm just going to read this here directly from Dr. Kaiser, is that there are no duties required of any BGCS staff on Friday, March 13th, which is tomorrow, meaning that there are no, at least, oh my God, Phoenix, no, you cannot go to the weight room. Now is not the time to get swole, okay? It's just not. Do some push-ups at home. That there is no e-learning lesson tomorrow, okay? So, that being said, DCUSH students, okay, because the class is flipped, I am still expecting that you take your midterm. Okay. I will write the password in chat right here. And this is literally the password. There you go. The password is password. But I'm expecting that you get that done. Okay. Second, again, DCUSH students only specifically here. I'm expecting those 2 worksheets be in by midnight because again, the class is flipped. You guys are set up for everything anyways. Okay. Again, I'm picking on you guys because you're the more prepared out of, most of my students because you've been in this flipped environment, right? Okay. So that aside, okay. My understanding of what the events are going to happen is as follows. Okay. So we had a staff meeting today, about this. And there are a bunch of things that are going to happen here. Okay. So first of all, schools are closed, all the way through, Let's see. Make sure I get this date right because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay. All the schools I believe are closed through at least April 5th. Okay. Now they're going to come back out with more updates. They said tomorrow. But what this means for you as a student, okay, you need to realize that next week we will likely have e-learning lessons. And for those of you who are not there today, for those students that I didn't have the chance to talk to because we were on a beach day, or a Grove Day, whatever, let me lay down for you what this new e-learning format is going to look like. Okay. Stop spamming F in the chat. Anyways, which is just, of course, going to make you spam more Fs. So again, press F to pay respects. Okay. It's fine. First of all, okay. When these e-learning days happen, they are not going to be like the winter e-learning days. Okay. First of all, we are going to go back to beach and grove days. Okay. And that was told to us today, at staff. Which means that if you, like, for example, let's say Monday is a beach day, right? You are going to be expected to do the work for blocks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Then on the next day would be a grove day. So then you would be expected to do the work for blocks 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Now the teachers have been told that we are only supposed to give work that's about 50 minutes. However, again, different than e-learning days, this work can be new, which means for world history and DCUSH students, you're going to be getting new content if Monday is if Monday is the first start of these e-learning days. Okay. So you need to be prepared to work on new stuff. You also, and again, I was talking about this, and again, I apologize that I did not have the time to work with you today to talk about what things are going to look like. That means you need to start thinking about, number one, if you do not have internet access at home, you need to start thinking about how you're going to get a hold of that. Again, you could go to the library. That would be an option. But of course, going to a McDonald's or a Starbucks or the library is going to increase the odds of you getting exposed to this thing. And again, to kind of go back to Aaron's point there that he was making earlier, that the government is hiding something. No, okay, they're not. But the thing that's really, really scary about this is you don't know if other people are infected, because the incubation period is 7 days, and you can spread the virus and not be displaying any symptoms at the time. So again, please start to think about how you can get Wi-Fi access. Second, okay. You also need to be aware that the school, if you depend on the school for free and reduced lunch, I have been told by Dr. Bayer that the school is going to be providing drive-by lunches where you can literally just pull your car up to the high school, grab food, and go. Okay. So again, start to think about okay, how am I going to get access to food on the daily? Once you have kind of figured out Wi-Fi and food, then you can start to think about the third thing, which is actually then learning. And the learning, you need to start coming up with time, because let's do a little bit of math here, and I hate doing math live stream because I'm terrible at it. But if you have 50 minutes of work to do, right? And you have 4 blocks, that's 200 minutes of instruction you have every single day. Again, math, that's about 3.5 hours worth of instruction every single day that you need to do. Okay. So what that means then, okay, is that you need to have a time at home where you can be undistracted for 3.5 hours. Okay. And that is going to take not only persistence, okay, because you're going to have to be really, really insistent, and you're going to have to advocate for yourself that you need that time to work. Second, okay, you got to start to think about minimizing distractions, because although some of you, the first few days of e-learning might be oh, Fortnite's e-learning, that, trust me, after you've sat there for long enough, your mind starts to get distracted with things, and you want to go hop on Netflix. You want to go, those kind of things. So please, find ways to isolate yourself and remove yourself from distractions. Okay. Then to kind of go along with that thought, the winter e-learning days are like a one-off thing, right? Like we have 16 feet of snow come in, snow plows move it all, it's gone in one day. This is going to be very, very different. Now, of course, like, you know, this, you know, schools are just closed for next week, and then we have 2 weeks spring break, right? Okay. We need to, you need to start thinking about the grind. Okay. I'll talk about makeups here in a second to come back to that point, and I'll also hit anybody's earlier questions. I promise I'll scroll back up in the chat and get those. You need to start thinking about the grind. And what I mean by the grind is, like, the first day of an e-learning day is not bad, right? You're just kind of like sitting there, you're chilling, you're doing your work. But then by the second, the third, the fourth, the 6 days of like e-learning, where it's like literally you've been sitting at your computer now for a week, which is 15 hours that you've been sitting there. Like that is, trust me, draining. Okay. And you need to start thinking about like, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. Now, my understanding, okay, and that is correct, we do not need to make up the days. There are some extenuating circumstances which I can get into, which the IDOE is passed on, that say that we have to make up the days in certain circumstances. No, from my understanding, we do not. Okay. So, okay, all that aside, right, let's then talk about how stuff is going to go for the class. Okay. Okay, and this especially is targeted to world history students as well as DCUS students, right? Okay, we need to, you need to understand that when you go each day, okay, to your e-learning place, right? This, again, guys, please keep your comments in the chat helpful. Like, if you're gonna spam stuff, I'm gonna block you, okay? And I'm gonna like put you in timeout. Again, don't be a jerk. Please make sure that you understand that you can work on this work at any time. That's what we've been told. Okay. So, for example, if you decide to wake up at 9 a.m., right, you can all of a sudden start to do, like, at 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., you can start to do your work, and that's fine. Okay. We call that asynchronous learning, meaning you can do it at any time. However, I guarantee you what I am going to be doing, okay, on, if Monday's our first e-learning day, okay, if that's, I'm going with that assumption, that I will be live streaming just like this every single day when we would normally have class, right? So again, if you're block 1, that would be at 8 o'clock. Block 2, I will be streaming again at 9:20. Block 3, let's see, that'd be like 12:10. Okay. And then block 4, okay, I will be live streaming again then at 1:40. Okay. So that being said, if you don't want to be in the live stream, you don't have to. Okay. I will make it so that when you go into our lessons, okay, like, it'll have a link to my YouTube channel right there, which you can go do the lesson live with me if you'd like. Okay. Or, okay, there will be a YouTube video there where I will have pre-recorded the lesson. Okay. Rachel, no, we do not have e-learning on Friday. That is my current understanding. Okay. And then, so there'll be YouTube video there. Okay. And again, just make sure, what about severe concussions? Well, that's, yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll talk about extenuating circumstances here in a second. Okay. So anyways, YouTube link will be there. Live lesson will be there. There will also be what's called an IORAD tutorial there. So if you are so lost and you do not know what to do, you can then click on that IORAD link, and it will literally show you what to click to go through a lesson. Okay. All that is going to be the same. All the warm-ups, all those things. Okay. Yes, Ms. Staples, to answer your question, school is out tomorrow. There's no e-learning day tomorrow. That's my understanding. Okay. Okay. Again, like, all that jazz. Okay. So, all those normal things. Please be aware also the school is going to be taking attendance. Okay. And how we're going to do that is if you actually complete the parts of the lesson that I ask you to, that's how I take attendance each day. So just be aware that is still on the table. Okay. So you just can't opt out. Okay. Which then brings me to kind of a couple other extraneous points. We were told by the school that you have 5 days to do these e-learning days after I assign it. However, my expectation as a teacher is going to be that you get it done by whenever that next block would be. Okay. Now, I'm not going to penalize you for not having it in on time, but my expectation is that, and flipped people, D-Kush, I'm not talking about you with due dates because your due dates are completely different. Okay. But for world history kids, your due dates are still going to be due then. Okay. Yes, I will update you if you have work tomorrow. Of course, I'll send out tons of reminders. I'll blast you all over the place. Oh, sorry that I lagged. Okay. Please let me know what you missed there. To be counted for attendance, that's a really good question. No, Miss Staples, it's canceled. Will you update us if we have work? Okay, so that's a really, really good question, actually. That we have to be complete them by a certain time? If to be counted for attendance, that's a great question. I will have to get back to you on that. So just hold on to that thought. I'll make sure I open up here, let me open up a Google Doc where I can type down these questions. So 1 second. If not there, or completes work late, how do we check attendance? Okay. So cool. I will make sure that I ask that. Jennifer, how do we turn in paper assignments? Take a picture of it, share it with me. Okay. Assuming that I already gave you a paper one. From here on out, everything's going to be digital. Everything's going to be turned in on that particular Canvas lesson. Okay. Yes, Hannah, to answer your question, we will still take our midterm. Okay. So there you go. Okay. That is still due tomorrow. D-Kush, all your work is still due tomorrow. Hannah, to update you on what we talked about. Okay, cool. That all aside. Okay. So I talked about the absence and how we're counting that with attendance. The school is also going to be giving you, yeah, that's fine. If yours keeps lagging, you can watch it later. The school has also told us, besides teaching new content, okay, we are also going to be taking tests. Okay, that is still happening. However, be aware, besides the midterm, okay, D-Kush, which I still absolutely want you to take. It's okay, guys. If it keeps lagging, you can just watch it when I'm done. Besides the midterm, which I absolutely want you to take and I expect you to take, okay, all the tests from here on out are going to be completely different, especially for world history. Okay, what's going to happen here is that all the tests are going to be done through Flipgrid. Okay, you will find the tests inside our modules. It'll say topic, topic 13 test. Okay, and if for those people who don't remember what Flipgrid is, that's the thing where I had you kind of record your voice on the first day and you introduced who you were. How the tests are going to work is I'll put a question in Flipgrid, you'll record your response, and that will be your entire test. So you can use any resources you want to, but there you go. Okay. Yeah, Hannah, we'll talk about the project here. I will probably do a whole live stream on explaining that project. Okay. And I will put that out tomorrow for you guys. Let me write that down also as a reminder. Okay. Explain D-Kush project via live stream. Okay. Cool. So, awesome. Thanks for reminding me about that, Hannah. Okay. So again, just be ready for the tests. They're going to look different. Again, how do you find everything? Still going to be in modules, still going to be, you checking our day. Okay. It'll always be there. A YouTube video, an IORAD tutorial, live streams when they're supposed to happen, all that good stuff. Okay. which then brings me to a couple of last very, very important points. Okay, number one, this is a brand new experience for me in terms of I've obviously flipped classrooms. I have a lot of experience doing remote teaching. I'm even going to be I talked to Starks today about doing live streams with kids and opening up to you guys in your Chromebook so you can do it that way too. But one thing that is going to be brand new for a lot of you guys is never having me physically there, which means that it is going to be incredibly, incredibly, incredibly important that you start to reach out for help when you do not know what to do. Okay. I'm talking anything from I don't understand what the content of what you're saying is, all the way to I don't understand what the heck the French Revolution is. Please explain it to me. You got to reach out. Email, carrier pigeons, Blackberries, pagers. I don't care. Reach out. Okay. Please, please, please. Because again, your success is going to be dependent upon you advocating for your needs. And that is so, so important. Okay. Outside of that, okay, it is really, really important that you guys obviously do all the other things that is important for you in terms of being a teenager and being in school. So stay organized, stay on top of your assignments, all that stuff. Because it is going to be so easy for you to fall in a hole with this e-learning day. Okay. You have to take this thing really, really seriously. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself dug down in a hole so quickly, and it's going to be really, really hard to get yourself out of it. Yes, you can contact me with Remind, so for specialty streams such as explain the project, how will that be told when to start during class? Yeah, Ethan, I'll probably just do that one tomorrow as a video. And I will just then send that out. Okay, because that one's that we don't really need to be present all in the same stream necessarily for. I could almost just record a video and do it that way. Anyways, when were the street times for DKush? They'll be block 1 and block 8. So that would be 8 a.m. And 3 p.m. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Alexa, for bringing that up. Extenuating circumstances. Okay. There's already been people in the United States who have died of coronavirus. Okay. And so extenuating circumstances, family member gets sick. I don't have Wi-Fi. I have a massive concussion because I got hit by a bus. Okay. Whatever it is, you need to obviously let me know, okay, that you've got stuff going on. Okay, again, email would probably be the best way to do that, just so I have a log of it, right? And then again, kind of going off that theme, advocating for yourself. So if we need to set up an alternative time for you to get work done, make sure that you reach out to me, because otherwise I don't know these things, right? Everything now, guys, and I don't think you understand this, everything that you would expect that you'd be able to come in and talk to me about, you can't anymore. Okay. So again, Remind is going to be your best friend. You can check my Twitter also. Okay. And I'll put that here in the chat. If you don't have Twitter or Instagram, I will be much more active on Instagram here, especially. Okay. And that's my handle for both Instagram and Twitter. So please reach out to me there. Again, if you need help. Other than that, okay, that's about all I got. Again, just keep your ears open, wash your hands. Okay. Don't sneeze on people intentionally. Okay. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to leave the rest of this time. I've got, I don't know, my Daniel Tiger episode's running out here. Okay. If you have questions, let's do them now. By the way, can you do the thanks for the like? By the way, thanks for explaining everything. Thanks for liking, subscribing, dinging that bell. Okay. Are you happy now? Okay. So please ask questions. I'm going to leave this time open that you can just ask anything. Could be about the coronavirus, could be about class, could be about Beech Grove. Again, just as long as they're accurate. Are there no more extra credit phone points? Good question. That's a really good question. Okay. So here's how we'll do extra credit. Okay. I will, my attitude towards extra credit is this, because I can no longer measure if you're undistracted with things. What I will do, okay, for the extra credit is I will I will give you the extra credit as long as you turn in 100% of all assignments. And what that means is you turn in every assignment and I will award the extra credit points. Okay, that'll be my criteria. And I'll just award the same amount of points as you would deserve. DKush, your extra credit points will come from you continuing to do Flipgrids. And by the way, again, DKush, because we're not there physically, get ready for the Flipgrids to be much more weekly. Okay, unless otherwise noted. What other questions do you have? Okay. How's Daniel Tiger book? Do you want to watch one more? Okay. What do you say? You're welcome. Is there anything that you guys need from me that I'm not currently doing or haven't talked about? Yes, Olivia, people cough after they talk for 31 minutes straight. Phoenix, you misspelled my last name. Is that the same for the DKush due dates? The DKush due dates are going to remain the same. So those, like the whole 5-day thing, that nope. The DKush students dates are still the same. 1 second, guys. Yeah, dear, what's up? No, what'd you just send me? Okay, well, let me know if there's any way I can help you. We're finishing up a Daniel Tiger episode, then we're going to do bath time. So, actually, no, we did bath time yesterday, so we should be good. It's. All right. The frustration of that. Yeah. Okay, you want to stop and get me something? Just something with coffee. It's going to be a long night. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay. So as far as the French Revolution, what's the cause of the revolt? 4 things. Debt from the American Revolution, and just because their monarchs lived fancy. 2, the Enlightenment. 3, they are obviously still dealing with the issues of the class differences between the estates. Yes, Mackenzie, I will update the calendar. Thank you for that reminder. I will put that down. And then the 4th thing, so there was debt. What did I mention so far? Debt, class differences, the Enlightenment. There's one more that's escaping me at the moment. If I get the coronavirus, then what? Then I deal with it. You know, like there's numbers that Beech Grove has put out for reporting it, and you know, you do everything you can, right? Take lots of liquids, isolate yourself, don't get other people sick, don't go visit grandparents. So, didn't Block 7 have homework the other day? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, we took like a test, but other than that. Can I help you by like donations? No, I don't make any money off this YouTube channel. Oh, on Twitch? Yeah, I very rarely am on Twitch, but here's my handle. What would be the fastest way to contact me for questions? Remind. Actually, probably the fastest way to contact me is going to be email. So, yeah. I do get reminds, like that's the way it shows up on my phone, but I get the email notification immediately. Remind's a little bit twitchy for some reason. Are you done watching? Okay. We had just a little bit more time, okay? No problem, Kyle. You're welcome. Okay, so yeah, man. Will you be my neighbor? It's Daniel Tiger. Daniel Tiger is amazing. You'll understand when you have kids. Okay. So, other than that, any last minute questions? Because unfortunately, I got to go back to dad life here pretty soon. Now's the time. Make sure I didn't get any text from any of you here about this.
Look at this hard shell.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure you guys will have. Oh, thanks, Olivia. He's pretty cute. I'm sure you guys will have more questions as time goes on. Okay. Again, you can reach out to me via email. You can obviously reach out to me via Remind. Those are probably the two fastest ways to get a hold of me. Other than that, that's about all I got for you. So again, please don't hesitate to reach out with questions you have. Again, I'm going to be publishing this live stream here soon. Will Wednesday streams go on a regular or Wednesday schedule? They're going to go on a Wednesday schedule. Which is better, Daniel Tiger or Mr. Rogers? Ooh, good question. I would have to say that Daniel Tiger's better. Now, if it's for him, it's better. For me, it's Mr. Rogers. Okay. Actually, Hannah, I'm thinking about that. I think it just makes more sense to like treat Wednesday as if it were any other day, because obviously we're not having like early release Wednesdays. Okay, we've already early released. It's called Right Now. So let's treat Wednesday as if it's
Blueberry's my favorite.
All right. Well, with that, guys, unless you have any like other pressing questions that are going to be asked in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to get ready to go. Again, I'm going to have a whole lot more fish to fry here. Even though I feel like I'm a kind of more techie teacher, there's a lot of things to do. So, all right. So again, please wash your hands. Okay. Practice social distancing. And if you don't know what social distancing is, that's where you keep yourself away from other people. Okay. Will e-learning be all block? No, Hannah. I go back and watch the beginning of the stream. We're doing Beach and Grove days again. Okay. So, blocks 1 through 4, then blocks, like 5 through 8. Now, again, this is me going off my assumption. My guess is that Monday would be because tomorrow's completely canceled, like no e-learning or anything. My guess is that Monday is going to be a beach day. Okay. So, all right. With that, guys, I got to get going. Okay. Have a good evening. Again, wash your hands, practice social distancing. See you later.